Ren from Hallowed Be Thy Game, and today I'm going to be bringing to you my review of Sword of the Vagrant for the Nintendo Switch. Let's check it out. Welcome back to another episode of Hallowed Be Thy Game, and today I had to put everything on hard stop. I had a different video planned for you today, but I got to do my utmost to bring to you a phenomenal hidden gem that is coming to Switch. Look, I know this has been on Steam forever, but it's on the Switch now, and I am so excited and honored to be sharing with you my review of Sword of the Vagrant. If you can't tell, I am brimming with joy. This is phenomenal. I've been wanting Dragon's Crown on Switch so doggone bad, and Sword of the Vagrant is hitting that itch so hard. Okay, I have to pump the brakes here, and we'll just go ahead and start with the story. You play as a rune warden, Vivian. She is a fantastic character with a troubled past, and she's looking to avenge her family, and she's just got a lot of bad luck working against her. But through this story, you're going to be exploring fantastic fantasy forests. You're going to be going through castles. It's just a mesmerizing world that is brought to life with this vanillaware aesthetic. This game wears its inspiration on its sleeves. It knows what it is, and it hits it out of the park. Now, if you're wondering what type of game it is here, I do mention Dragon's Crown, but for those of you who may not be aware, Dragon's Crown is an action RPG brawler of sorts. It almost plays like you would expect from like a Street Fighter or like a Fight and Rage if you played that, except you do have stat power progression here. Now, throughout this story, you're going to be going to a lot of dangerous, spooky places, but just to touch on the art, it is mesmerizing. There's a ton of unique enemies and monsters here that are just thematic to their area. The scenery and everything is just breathtaking. That is the best. I am like shaking. I'm so freaking happy right now. I've been no-lifing this game, and it is just wonderful. It's not an extremely long game. You can expect to be getting about 8 to 10, maybe 12 hours out of this. There's a ton of just love put into this game, and what's so fantastic, recommending this to you all, is that this sucker is only $10. Definitely keep your eye on this game. I am so hopeful this is going to be getting a physical release. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for it. If you're interested in it, definitely follow the channel or join us over on Discord. We will absolutely be posting there if we can catch wind of this game getting a physical release. But moving on here, the music is very somber and it is beautiful. It's very well composed. I'm loving it. But the real thing that shines here is the combat and power progression. It is just as addictive as you can see in like vanillaware games, and I mean that with the utmost certainty. So what you're going to be having here is that you're going to be going out and you're going to be finding weapons and an armor. You're going to have these and you're going to be able to upgrade them. So essentially you're able to enhance them through a resource that you will find in mana, and you can spend that to unlock rune slots on your weapons and armor. You just have 2 armor pieces and an amulet slot or a accessory slot to worry about. And the accessories so far just seem to be offering like flat stat boosts, like 10% damage reduction or 10% attacking, but you're really going to be getting a lot more depth to your gameplay and how you want to play the game from the rune system attached to your weapons and armor. So as you upgrade these and you get more slots, you're able to equip like passive bonuses to your weapon. So you can maybe add more just flat attack, more defense rating, or whatever it may be, or you can even add like spell effects to it. It is just wonderful, and the combat animations are sick. So as you keep going, you're going to have this mana resource. Now you could use it to upgrade your weapons and such like that, but you definitely want to be aware of your ability tree. This is like a really cool skill tree that just kind of fans out, almost like you would see from like a sphere grid system. And here you're going to be able to unlock like more combo chains and such like that. It is just freaking gorgeous. I love it. And they're really noticeable, whether it just be like a double jump to be able to get over like heavy hitting enemies, which is really freaking cool. I love that. You're also able to get longer combo chains and such like that, increase the power ratings of different things, or be able to increase like passive bonuses, like each time you pick up some money or something like that, you'll have just a reoccurring reward. It's addictive. I mean that. So as you're fighting through the game, you're going to be building up a resource for combat called Rage. Look, our hero's got a lot of pent-up rage here, and she knows how to use it. And as you unlock these abilities, you're able to assign them to your D-pad, or by holding a directional button and hitting A, you're able to unleash this fantastic hardcore ability. And it has a different rage cost. These can be devastating to bosses, so I typically save these up for the really nasty encounters and just nuke a boss's health bar. And I gotta say, the boss fights are a spectacle. They're a lot of fun. They're not extremely difficult, but I am playing on normal. I'm really excited to see kind of how the ebb and flow of the gameplay goes up on higher difficulties. But as you continue fighting, you're inevitably going to be getting really hurt, and you're able to use potions by hitting the left and right button to cycle through, and by hitting the left trigger, you can use a potion to refill your health, maybe refill your rage and such like that. It's a really cool system, and then it has a cooldown. Now the game is pretty generous with these potion drops on normal difficulty. However, I do want to also state that you have a dodge ability attached to ZR, and you're able to unlock the ability to dodge in the air eventually. Definitely prioritize those types of abilities. But anyways, it is just really fun. There's a lot of flow to it. I was afraid at first that the walking animation was going to be too slow and combat was going to feel clunky, but honestly, as you get to unlocking these abilities, combat tempo picks way up. It's extremely addictive. I mean that. Like, you're going to have fun with this game if you like action brawlers or action RPGs. It's excellent. Highly recommended. And another great aspect about this game is that there is a level of exploration to it. Now, if you've played Muramasa Rebirth, another Vanillaware title, you'll already know exactly how you're going to be exploring in this game. Essentially, there are blocks and tiles, and when you bring up the map by hitting the minus button, you're able to view the different areas and how they branch together. This is a great way for you to see where your objective's at, which is marked clearly on the map, maybe where a boss is at, or a save point. And at certain save points that are essentially giant rune tombstones, you're able to quick travel back and forth. But it's been a lot of fun to explore these areas, find all the goodies, and you're definitely going to want to explore, because your ability path will have barriers set to it that you can unlock, but with certain items that you'll find throughout the map. So you're heavily incentivized to explore, and it's not going to feel cumbersome, because all the information that you're going to need to know what to do is laid out. It's pristine. I'm loving it. For $10, you're getting an extremely addictive, fun experience that has just a mesmerizing art style. Sword of the Vagrant, it's out right now. Definitely, I want to get this out to you as fast as possible. I'm freaking loving my time with it. Now, the only cons I can say, I have noticed a few like visual bugs and a little bit of slowdown in some areas, but it's literally nothing that has like broken the game or been a nuisance at all. This is $10 well spent. I cannot recommend it enough to you all out there. But how about you? Have you heard of Sword of the Vagrant, formerly known as The Vagrant, on Steam? Let me know down in the comments. Are you going to be picking this one up? Like this video if you liked it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more epic RPG content on the Nintendo Switch. And until then, I'll see you all next time.